Hi everybody, it's Cricket from Woolly Cricket. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's Sunday. Um, it's about 50 degrees here today, so I don't know what that is all over the world everywhere else. I don't know. We have Fahrenheit, y'all have what? Celsius, metrics, inches. I'm old and it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. But with that being said, I am trying to learn to knit things that I've not knit before. My dentist, like I said, was I'm not going to be able to go to him anymore. So his nurse wanted a pair of socks, and the receptionist she didn't want socks, she wanted washcloths, and he wanted a pair of socks. So I'm almost finished with his first sock. I am so slow at knitting socks. I could knit 3 dog sweaters by the time I get one pair of socks. But I have learned that with Christina at the Loop of You, I went up there and I talked to her about my socks because I like socks. I just can't, mine just don't look as pretty as I think they should. So I talked to her and she asked me if I was a loose knitter, and I said yes. She said I am too. So she goes down to a size 0, which is a 2mm, I believe. Not real familiar because I don't use those a lot, but that's what I did with these, and the fabric that it made with the socks is a lot nicer. I think I was just knitting them too loose, but I'm still going to have to work on my heels. Let me scoot up here a little closer so I can talk to you guys. So I'm going to have to work on my heels. They're a little loose because I have to knit them. I usually knit continental, but when I'm knitting socks, I throw English style because I use these little bitty circulars and it hurts my hands if I knit continental. And I know I've went over this with you guys before, but this is for the new ones. Thank you for everybody that's here and returning. I should have said that at the beginning because it means a lot to me for you guys to be here. But when I throw, I'm getting a little quicker at it. It takes forever to learn something new, right? And this last 2 pairs of socks, I'm learning to do ribbing with that little bitty circular and throwing, which really hurts my index finger. So I have to do it in just little spurts, like I do 10 rows and then I lay it down and do something else and do 10 more rows. But he went navy, so hopefully I measured that right and I'll have plenty left over. If there's plenty to do the other one. If there's leftovers, it'll go up there in the basket. And no, I've not made that many pairs of socks. Excuse me. So sorry. Get a drink so I don't do this the whole. I might not get. It sucks to get old. You lose all your strength. You want to nap all the time. But that's not a bad thing. Thank you for letting me get a sip so I don't cough in your face the whole time. Okay, so like I said, with the economy the way it is, people are not buying a lot, and I don't necessarily have to have. We can make do, but it's always nice to have every now and then. My knitting has come through when, like if you have a flat tire and you need to get new tires or a new tire or whatever, or somebody needs to go to the doctor or the vet, then it always seems like I have made a few sales right before that time. So I am so blessed in that way that it always happens the right way. So I try to do things the right way for people that I talk to, that I care about. There was one guy, I think his name is Thomas. I was looking over here to see if I still had his package. And he had ordered a dog sweater. And he sent me a message and he said, I've got this 16-year-old dog. And it's just feeble. It's cold. And he ordered an extra small. And I sent him the measurements. He said it's way too big. Sent him the measurements for an extra small. And he sent me a message back and he said, I just don't think this dog can carry that. It's so fragile. And I said, okay, just send it back. I'm glad to take returns as long as they're not torn all to pieces. And I got to looking through my knitting of my dog sweaters that I've made through the summer, and I've got one that's just about this big. It's a white one. I was just testing out to see about an extra small. Well, I don't get many orders for extra small, and I've had this one forever. I don't think it's even listed in my store. And I got to thinking today, and I'm like, that poor puppy. It's not a puppy, but that poor dog. So I boxed it up today, and I sent him a message on Etsy, and I said, I'm sending you a package. If it fits your baby, great. Keep it. If it doesn't fit your baby and it's still too much, then give it to somebody that can use it. So I'm going to send that on to them to see if that maybe will help. I hope so. But like I said, dog sweaters are not selling very much, and I know it's not a priority with the economy the way it is, and everybody's sort of struggling to put food on the table. And here I'm whining about dog sweaters not selling, but that's what helps put food on my family's table. But we don't talk politics here. We don't, I don't belittle nobody. I just know that when I go to the store, it costs me more money now than it used to. And I don't know why, when, where, how that happened, but it's a fact. Gas prices are higher, electricity's higher, my cell phone's higher, everything's higher. So, I mean, that's just the way it is for our family. And we're doing great. We're doing fine. We are making it through. I have a fantastic son and a great husband, and we all pull together, and we will survive in life. I hope you all will survive. So, I hope everybody is doing well or makes it through or figures out a game plan, whatever you need to do to make your life as comfortable as you can. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about dolls. I have all boys. I don't know nothing about dolls. I didn't play with dolls hardly when I was young. I was a tomboy. I wanted to ride horses. My mom tells about she got me a Barbie and she wanted me to be that little pink dress, really playing with Barbie and brushing its hair. And she said she went outside and I was showing my pony that I had stuck Barbie head first in the mud and her feet was out of the ground, and I was laughing and telling my pony about that. She figured out then that I wasn't going to be a girly girl, I guess. But you can do both, right? You can be girly sometimes and tough and tomboy when you need to be. Okay, this is my attempt at a cardigan for a doll to see if it's something that I might be able to do. And I don't have a doll. So, and somebody sent me this because they know I knit. So, it's on that. It's a little big, but I just finished it. I'll take it off so you can see it. It's a little cardigan. It's got 8 little buttonholes. Sit there and be good. So, oh, sorry. So, didn't have a design. I just started knitting adult numbers in little bitty needles. And I'm going to try to use my scrap yarn for this kind of thing. And I'm thinking on this side right here, I'll put like a little daisy or something right there. And I don't know what I'm going to do, a little white daisy or a little pink one. And then the darker green for the leaf and stem. That's just an idea. I'm going to do this to use up some of my scraps that's not fingering weight. I'm not good on blankets. I have 2 blankets going It's been going for 2 years now, and the only where they've went or going is in the closet because I don't work on them. So I don't know. That for my husband and my son, they probably won't ever get them. But and I had one other idea. I wanted to ask you if y'all had. I know I'm looking down. I'm sorry. That's my insecurities. When I'm not sure of myself, I tend to mumble and look down at my feet. Working on that. Working on that. Okay. I have an idea. I went to this place called Chicken Salad Chick because I wanted a chicken salad sandwich. I hadn't had one in a long time, and they were new to the area, and they have really good sandwiches. But they also have these see-through containers that I ordered, like 5 of them, and I'm thinking, what if I make dog clothes, baby clothes, socks, and do a thing, and then put a picture on the front, like, I don't know, let's say strawberry shortcake, and everything in it, color wise or pattern wise, is related to strawberry shortcake. And you can get 3 or 4 because these are food containers. They have the entree and like a side and a dessert. So that's what I would be doing. And I thought, well, might not be a half bad idea, but I don't know what to put in it. If you were looking for a trio of things for a gift, what would you get? Would you get dog clothes? Do you have little girls or little boys or big girls, big boys that like dolls and dressing them up? Would you do socks? Like 3, 4 different kinds of socks? Would you do baby clothes like a cardigan and a little pair of booties and maybe a hat, a bonnet, whatever you call it in your part of the world? I confuse my Canadian friend, my knitting buddy in Canada, because in the South we call a hat a toboggan. What they call a toboggan is a sled. So when I was talking about a toboggan, she had no clue what I was talking about. It's funny, sometimes we get sort of tangled up because I don't know what she's talking about and she doesn't know what I'm talking about. But we've learned a lot from each other, so that's great. She's not been feeling well here lately, so Kathy, if you're watching, I hope you feel better. I would love your input on any of that. I've been watching Ivana from the Republic of Me, and she just did the knit along 1 hour, and she does some beautiful, beautiful wraps and shawls and scarves. She spins, and no, I don't have the patience for that. I don't. I've got a drop spindle right over here, right there. It's got a little bit of yarn on it, and I use that term loosely, yarn, but it does have a little on it, and Emily was trying to teach me how to do that, and I don't. Sort of like Kathy trying to teach me how to paint or do colored pencils. I don't think that's my thing. I think knitting is my thing. And she told me the last time we talked, she said, yeah, maybe you just need to stick to knitting. I was like, well, that was hurtful. She didn't mean it that way, and I really didn't take it that way. I know that my drawing and my coloring and my artistic ability sucks so bad. We were trying to draw a little girl that was sitting on a stump, and she had a little dress and a little kerchief thing over her head, and Kathy drew hers. Of course, hers was not as good as she thought it would, as I thought it was going to be. It was better than 10 times, million times better than mine, and I turned it around and looked at mine, and we got so tickled because mine looked like one of them. You remember those? They used to call them apple dolls, where you'd put an apple somewhere and let it dry up, and then they'd make a doll's face out of it. That's what mine looked like. And it was supposed to be a little girl. It looked like a witchy poo. I laughed and said, it looks like a little old man that's in a dress with his big long nose and sitting on this stump. Yeah, you can't see it. I threw it away. But my husband bought me one of those big boxes of 1,000. I like to use the light bulb markers, stitch markers like these. And he bought me 1,000. I can't find them. I've got a bottle up there that I've kept out of a spice rack, one of the bigger glass ones, and I want to put all my colored stitch markers in it, and I can't find them. I'll run across them. We just got the knitting room, as my husband calls it, the Holy Grail room, set up, and I'm pretty happy with it. I still have to try to find things because I've stuck them in here and stuck things there, and you're constantly hunting for things, but it will be okay. It's fine. I'm just sometimes I feel like I don't have time to be looking for or hunting things when I knew where it was before, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back talking to you guys. Show me what you're knitting. I would love to see it. There's a lady called Sheila. Sheila's Knitting and Other Things, I think is what her channel's called. She's on almost every day. And she's really fast knitter, and she's a designer. And she has her little cardigans that she's designed. Beautiful work. And she's funny. She's but Sheila tells everybody that she wants to knit for herself for a while. She has so many orders that she can't keep up with them. And I'm very happy for Sheila that's going that well. She lives in the UK. Extremely talented lady. Check her out if you're shopping around for knitting YouTube videos. But, okay, I'm just rambling now because I miss you guys, and I just somebody to talk to about knitting and my things that I enjoy. But tell me what you think. White flower, pink flower, or one of each. Put your opinion down. One other thing. Oh, let me get it here. I have a needle caddy that I don't even know where it came from, but I don't use it. I just put my needles in a bag, and we are going to do this as a giveaway. That way somebody can give it a home. It needs a home. It's never been used, but that's it. If you would like it, put down what color flower you think I should put on this little cardigan, and I will draw one the next, let's see, what is this, the middle of November? Yeah, about the middle of November. Say by the 1st of December, and that way I can get it to you, and it might could be an early Christmas gift for yourself if that's something that you would be interested in. But put in the comment, put the word flower, and it don't have to be about this. It can be what's your favorite flower, anything about flowers. But I will see you guys soon again, and I miss you. Bye.